Shalom. First off, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the hopeful elect that are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. And to all my brothers out here preaching this truth to you, I say Shalom. This is Amontazar from the Chicago camp, coming back at you again with another lesson entitled, Ain't No Future in Your Frontin'. Now, at first, I was going to use a sound bite of a new movie that's coming out featuring Helen Mirren. And there's a scene where she talks about how when she was a child, this is what was done to them as a people. And immediately when I saw it, I was like, bullshit. So I said, well, let me go ahead and make this video, right? And I entitled it, Ain't No Future in Your Front. Okay? What does that mean? Well, it means, you can perpetrate for only so long. There was a rapper back in I don't know, I was a teenager, I guess. I guess it was the 90s. His name was Breed, okay? And he had a song called Ain't No Future in Your Frontin'. And frontin' basically just means to perpetrate. Back in the day, what I'm saying, if you was driving a fancy car and, you looked like you had money and you really didn't, they called it frontin', right? Frontin'. It's really make believe, So that's why I entitled it because, listen, the Lord has all these scriptures, this word that He's spoken. And He said, this is what's going to happen. All right. You can't go against the Lord. You can't stop His program. Right now, you have a window on earth where you've deceived the entire world. Okay. The Bible talks about that veil that was cast over the entire earth. Right. You can deceive people for only so long. And you can put yourself up and set yourself up as the people for only so long. The real people, right, is going to come into the promises that the Lord um, set for them. So let me go ahead and jump into this. This is Deuteronomy 33 and 29. It says, Happy art thou, O Israel, who is like unto thee, O people saved by Yahweh. The shield of thy help, and who is the sword of thy excellency. And thine enemies shall be found liars unto thee, and thou shalt tread upon their high places. All right, so our enemies are going to be found liars. Okay, all of this make believe, they're saying that they're this and they're saying they'll do that, they're that, and they're not doing anything that the scriptures say that they will do. They don't fit the prophecies. Psalms 50 and 19, it says, Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother. Thou slanderest thine own mother's son. These things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Though thou thoughtest that I was altogether such an one of as thyself. But I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes. Who's He going to set in order before their eyes? The men of the Lord, okay? The elect, okay? The tabernacle of David. They're being set in order, okay? And they're being set in order because Esau's being laid bare, and the Lord has put the breath, all right, back into those bones. In Ezekiel, the 37th chapter, the Lord said, Can these bones live again? Okay? Verse Psalms 50 and 20, it says, Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother, thou slanderest thine own mother's son. Esau, Edom is called the accuser of the brethren, right? They accuse us day and night before the Lord. Isaiah 25 and 7, and He will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations. Okay? All nations have been made to drink of the wine of Babylon. All right, to believe in its false pretenses and philosophies and things of that nature. All right, the nations have drunk of the wine and are mad. Okay, um, let's see, Revelations 11 and 11. It says, And after 3 days and a half, the Spirit of life from the Most High entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. See, the liars are scared because they see us standing on our feet. Okay, after 3 days and a half, so you have roughly a 350-year period from 1600s to 1969 or so, or 69, and you had the spirit of understanding come back upon the earth, all right, through Abba Bibbins, okay? Ezekiel 37:11. It says, Then he said unto me, Son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel. Behold, they say, Our bones are dried, and our hope is lost. We are cut off for our parts. Therefore prophesy unto them. Thus said Yahweh Power, Behold, O my people, I will open your graves and cause you to come up out of your graves and bring you into the land of Israel. All right. So in Ezekiel 37, these dry bones were in a dead state. And the Lord said, Can these bones live again? Okay. You have to read that for yourself now. All right. I'm just leading you to the water. It said, Can these bones live again? All right. Ezekiel said, Thou knowest. All right. So the sinews and the flesh, all right, went back onto the bones. All right. And that bones is that dead state. Okay. Psalms 33:12. Blessed is the nation whose power is Yahweh, and the people whom he hath chosen for his own inheritance. Okay. You can't choose yourself. The Lord had to choose you. Isaiah 45:17. But Israel shall be saved in Yahweh with an everlasting salvation. He shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end. Okay. So that world we know was cosmos, right? So this is a order, all right? The nations, all right? The nations of Israel proceeding out of the loins of Jacob, okay? Isaiah 34:1. It says, Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world, and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of Yahweh is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them, he hath delivered them to the slaughter. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood. And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth from the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, and open, and upon Salakia, the people of my curse, to judgment. All right, so Idumea is the Greek way of saying Edom. The sword of Yahweh is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For Yahweh hath a sacrifice in Basra, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. Okay, all right. So these are the prophecies that Esau Edom wants to run away from. And again, because the world has been given into their hand, they want to perpetrate like they or front like they somebody else. But ain't no future in your fronting. This is Joel 3:2. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. All right, so the Lord's land was parted, and the Israelites were scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. But the Israelites are the Lord's heritage. Okay, and the Lord, he's got his plan. All right, where he's going to bring all these nations together. All right, over there in what they're calling the Middle East. All right, and he's gonna plead with all flesh. When he says plead, that means judge. Okay. This is Revelation 3:9. It says, Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and know that I have loved thee. See that? So here you have the book of Revelations, prophesying about the end times, saying there's going to be people that are saying that they're Jews and are not. Okay? Revelations 2:9, it says, I know thy works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. Okay? All right, so there's no future in your front. It's Jeremiah 30:16. And therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. Okay? All right, so there's no future, ain't no future in your fronting. Okay? You can perpetrate only for so long, all right? But the word of the Lord does not come back void. It will accomplish the thing that he have it to do. All right. So there ain't no future in your front. All right. You're gonna be found out to be liars. I pray that this lesson was edifying. Until the next one, shalom.